All right, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. We're here. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Next Founder channel. I can't believe that I'm actually here. The idea is today to just jump on camera. There's no rules at all, so we'll see how it goes. They say treat the camera like you're on FaceTime. I'm finding it really awkward right now. So, guys, if it's coming across awkward, please excuse me. But yeah, man, we're here. Alhamdulillah. So why I started this channel was because I used to walk around and I used to think, damn, I want to be like successful and I want to be a founder and I want to have a business that's like valued at like £1 billion. And a lot of the time, the world will look at me crazy and say, what do you think you're doing and who the hell do you think you are? And I'm tired of that, you know. I think people kind of force me to like grind in silence because a lot of these platforms and a lot of these podcasts invite people over when they're rich, you know. So Next Founder is for the self-made and still making, the people that are founders or not recognized as founders. So what that means is if you're like working 12 hours a day or you're a 9 to 5 but you're working a 5 to 9 and you're just grinding, okay, and it's time to sleep and your partner or it's telling you to go to sleep or you're telling yourself to go to sleep because you've got appointments and meetings in the morning, but your mind is just like going off, you know, stimulant, you know what I'm saying, just zoning off because you got all these ideas and all these creative juices running through your head. Yeah, man. So when I started out, there wasn't a platform where I could ask questions, you know. I have a lot of questions, so much questions. And I'll give you an example. I wanted to start this clothing brand at one point, and I didn't know that I had to create a sample or need a graphic designer and a bunch of other things. And I promise you there's people out there that possess this information in their head, you know. But where can you find them? Especially from where I live or where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I look left, I look right, and it just didn't work because every time I wanted to ask a question, there was no one there. So why it's important to have like people you can talk to is when you're starting out, I found it very difficult. It's very expensive, you know, each mistake is costly. In this economy, cost of living, you know, you got like 1 or 2 chances. Majority of people, and like myself, are saving up from their 9 to 5. And when you save up from your 9 to 5, you feel every single penny. So if I send money to a manufacturer and he burns me, or I speak to a graphic designer and they design it wrong, or let's just say I don't sell because I don't know nothing about marketing, it's very costly, especially as a startup or you're strapping your business, you know, you're bootstrapping your business. So I thought, why is there no platform for people that want to get started and want to minimize their mistakes? Also, just to be told you're not crazy, you know. Once in a while as a founder, it's nice to be reassured you are not a loony for trying to be successful. And I'm tired of people that are around me telling me, look, stick to your job, you got a permanent job, you know, just keep working on that job and get a promotion. Because yes, that's nice, but that's not what I really want. Deep down, I know I want to be a founder and I want to be the next founder. So inshallah, we'll see. I feel like having an online community, yeah, where people can mirror themselves and see and look back and see the next founder. I'll give you a more practical example. Now, right now, I've got no idea about how to record this stuff. I figured out some sort of setup, but I could really do with like a videographer or an editor, yeah, or all in one to help me with this journey. Because businesses are systems, yeah. You need a belief system, you know. You need a structure in terms of staff. You need to also like put the foundations for so you can scale. And sometimes, especially with the kind of business I'm trying to make here with Next Founder, it's a mission-based business. So that means I have a lot of messaging, a lot of like branding and awareness that I want to do, and I want to spread it across like international waters, inshallah. And for that message to get across and be received correctly, it will need a lot of like editing and a lot of like videography. And obviously with the tools today like TikTok and whatnot, like you just genuinely need that person. But I looked right and I looked left and there was no one there. I was getting charged ridiculous amounts of money. There were some that were a bit more reasonable, but still out of budget for someone that's starting out. So all of these things, when I thought about it, I said, look, I'm always trying to start a business, but maybe the business was staring me right in my face, yeah? I could just help people like me, and that would be an amazing mission, you know? I'm a struggler, you know what I'm saying? As much as a founder, I'm a grinder, I'm a grafter, you know what I'm saying? I want to be self-made, but I'm still making, I'm still trying to figure it out. And yeah, this channel is just to allow people like me to have a platform and just look at me and think, yeah, man, I get it. You're trying to make it, you keep falling over. Let's help each other and make it easier. The next founder is about that. And if you feel like you needed something like that, then welcome to the club, yeah? And inshallah, we'll see more of each other. And like I said, there's no rules, yeah? So if I'm speaking too fast, if I'm not engaging enough, or if I'm just pure waffling, then let me know, inshallah, yeah? But we're gonna keep posting. You can only get better from here. So yeah, over and out. Everyone says please like, subscribe and follow. Yeah, I'm saying share, watch out for me on TikTok. I'd appreciate that. But yeah, man, more importantly, welcome to the club. Yeah, deuces. Cool.